Oh, you asked for it, or maybe you did. Actually, nobody asked for this. I don't think anybody would want this. This is Brockalock, and I just watched the movie, if you can call it that, A Talking Cat. Question mark? I don't, exclamation point, there's some punctuation at the end. So, where do I start with this film? So not a Spike Lee joint. So there's some hobo at the beginning, and it's like it's showing all these woodsy scenes, and then you hear like this guy who's giving some motivational speech about life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. Okay, so the premise of this movie, you got a cat, right? And he appears to be talking. I'm not sure. That's what they were going for. And the cat's job in this movie is to basically find these horrendous actors who live in such close proximity to each other that it causes all these problems between them, and that he then has to guide them. And he can only talk once to each person. Careful note on that. It's a very important plot. He can only say one time. And there's no like, you get 3 minutes, cat, go, change this guy's life. No, there's no real establishment there. It's just, I can only talk once. You better get something out of this. So the cat talks to everybody, and then basically the people are too stupid to solve their own problems, so the cat has to swoop in, because that's what cats do. Mine's over here trying to get in the cabinet right now and sleep next to the dishwasher pellets, so I don't really know what that says about cats, but there it is. One of the first things I notice is the credits. You don't get Kristen Bell. I think she's the one that loves all the sloths, right? Well, there's no Kristen Bell here, but there is Christine DeBelle, and she loves the cats. And I think she loves her kids, but her kids are like the most hateful people that you could ever draw up. So I wouldn't love them. I would. Nah, you guys gotta go. Can't do that here. So the first 30 seconds of actual human interaction between two people feels like the most homoerotic. Nope, that's not the word. Homoerotic. What is this? We're making milk. I know this is about cats. Most homoerotic thing between an old man and a kid, and I'll leave it at that. You get to see it. Very corny. It's like a fat Robin Williams trying to get a kid motivated about being his kid. It's the stupidest thing ever. But anyways, you move on to the other family, and the girl's like, I'm trying to get into business college. And then her mom's like, you're way too smart for business college. Like, how dare you ask me? Business college? Nah. I want you to live here with me and make pot stickers or whatever they were making. So, kid's got this date with this chick. She's coming over to study. And he comes downstairs and he's like, super nervous, whatever. I'm guessing you really can't tell with these people. You can't tell whether they're happy or they're sad. Acting has gone out the window here. But he comes down the stairs and his dad looks at him and he's like, what's with the shirt? Dude, it's a shirt. It wasn't a special shirt. It looked like something you would get at the Goodwills. You know what I mean? It was just a shirt. It's a shirt, Matlock. I don't know what to tell you. The girl comes over, and she's about to hang out with this dude, and she walks in his house, and she's like, oh, let's go look at the pool, or something like that, I don't remember. And they go out and they look at the pool, and then there's a cat there, and he's laying down looking at himself, and he's got a thing on, you know, indicating that he belongs to someone. And the girl's like, is that your cat? Hell's cat is it? What? Of course it's his cat. Why would it? Is that your dog? That would have surprised me. Okay, maybe. Because it's a cat. But yes, that might be my cat. Like, she has no indication. Now, obviously, it's not his cat. This cat just keeps showing up. But she had no idea. Why would you ask that question? I walk in your house and there's a Christmas tree. Hey, is that your Christmas tree? Of course it is. It's in my house. Oh, my heart. So, the girl with the dude, she's coming over, the one that says, hey, your cat. She's coming over to study, right? And the feel you get of the scene is that she's supposed to actually like this kid, and she was using studying as the cover-up, but just so she could come hang out with him and possibly plow. But she comes over, and the way she's talking is like, normally I just come hang out with people and let them read it for me and get them to do all my work. And so she's basically a user, But that gets him all fidgety. It's not like, get the heck out of my house. What are you doing here? See that door over there? Walk through it. And don't look back. But he just gets all nervous, like, oh, she likes me. Kid runs off, and then she talks with the cat, and she's trying to explain to the cat, like, wow, what a dummy. He can't get that, doesn't he get, like, the vibes I'm sending? No! You just came in there like, no, I'm just here to have you do my homework. It's the exact way you don't communicate something properly like that. Yeah, it's totally wrong. Don't do that. And I get it. Bad movies are made all the time, and we watch these movies that are given like a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes, or like this. Oh my god, the movie's so bad, whatever. And it's hard to realize that a movie that we watch and it's awful is actually not so bad from a filmmaking standpoint. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you make 7 Saw movies, and you've seen the first one, and you're like, wow, that was really great. And then 2, you're like, okay, that's cool, a little different, but cool. 3, all right, Saw 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you keep going. And you're like, wow, those movies are terrible. No, this movie is terrible. And when you see, we need movies like this. We need these movies. And God bless the filmmaker, right? Because that person that thought, okay, I have this creative vision, I'm going to bring all this stuff together and I'm going to produce this thing. I am making this movie. And he made it. And my heart goes out to that fellow, because without him, we wouldn't realize how truly good most movies are. Because you got to watch this to understand it. I would love to talk about the line delivery. You could have the worst movie in the world. You could have the worst script set out for you. If I need to say a line, right? I don't know. Let's pick a line. Let's go online here. What's a good movie? Jaws. Let's have I'm going to do a casual scene. Jaws script. First line of the movie. What's your name again? Okay, I could say that line 1,000 ways. I've said that myself instinctively 100 times in my. What was your name again? And what's your name again? What's your name again? What's your name again? What's your name again? Oh, okay, see, that was bad. I don't like that one, so we'll take that one out. And then you just don't put it in the movie. What's your name again? No, you stop that. Stop it. What's your name again? What's your name again? Who are you? Another key. If the line sounds dumb, maybe it is dumb. Maybe you change the words. That's the reason ad-libbing happens, because you write it down and it's like, oh, this sounds great in my head. And then I say, what was your name again? I'm gonna not say that. Maybe we should change that up. That flow didn't come, the timing, the human timing of it, the real person aspect just didn't come through. Let's try something. Who are you? You can say one thing 1,000 different ways. So just pay attention. If you're paying these people like $50 anyways, it's not like they're doing this for the role, so they might want to get it right. Let them say it again. Let's pick another. See the kids. That's a good one. See the kids ? So I'd be like, see the kids? Did you see the kids? I can say it 1,000 ways, but I don't go, see the kids? Alright, and scene. No. Gosh, my heart. Again. Alright, here's what I need from everyone who's made it this far into the video. If you would be so kind as to go down in the comments below and tell me why it is appealing to people to continue to put the little boy statue peeing in your water. Why? Oh man, I'm gonna go for a dip. Wouldn't it be really cool if there was some refreshing way that water was cascading into the pool? Ah yes, the little boy with his pee-pee out. That's not creepy. Let's go lay under it. No, please stop that. Please discontinue that. How is that not pedophilia? Okay, a statue is an idol, right? It's an idolization of something. Well, I thought this was so beautiful in life, I thought I'd recreate it so it lasts forever. What could I'm a budding artist. I'm not gonna paint that little basket of apples on your table. No. Let's see, what's really gonna set the stage for the rest of my I got it? A little boy wee-weeing in a pool. Please stop. My other peeve. Alright, you got a phone call. Bring, bring. The guy goes, there's no one else in the room. He's doing the scene by himself, right? You know that's how this goes. They might put someone off stage to read the line to him so he can have like a balance point. But if I'm not going to hear the other half of the conversation, if you're not going to shoot the other part of this conversation and just have me talking into a phone, it has to be crystal clear what just happened in that conversation. You can't just say, oh, Franks and beans. Turtleneck. Sweater number 7. Ice cube. You got it. Click. What just happened? Why did that even take place? You have to make it at least a coherent, oh, I don't want beans. Well, you always make beans. Beans are not good to me. Well, could you make something that's not beans? Alright, love you, bye. Now I know that the lady was just trying to offer to cook me beans. I get that. And I did that in 2 seconds. How is that so hard? One of the best things about this movie, I looked up some review sites, and you go to these different sites, and some of them don't list like reviews, they just have star ratings. And this one, it only had 1 user rating, and it was a 4.7 stars. That must have been, okay, first of all, no. Anything over a 1 star, unless you're being ironic, is too much credit for this movie. But 4.7? Why not an even 4? Why not a 5? What was this guy? Did he break this down? Okay, the script, I'm going to give the script a 3.89. But, oh no, they used some words that, you know, were important to cats, so that's going to elevate it to maybe a 3.91. Like, how do you get that nuance? I would love to hear. Yeah, we're going to go with 7. And I must be confused with what woods are. When I was growing up, I go play in the woods. It's those trees out back with grass under them. That's woods. So when this old fat dude keeps talking about going for a walk in the woods, I'm pretty sure they're trying to drum up some Bill Bryson type of imagery with a walk in the woods and discovery and finding yourself. And you know the whole thing from literary stuff, how the woods are where the magical things happen, and the in-town is where, you know, it's the government and politics. When you go out in the woods, it's where you self-discovery and fantasy. So I think they were trying to drive that, oh, I'm going for a walk in the woods. This is where he'll come to terms with Jesus. And he keeps saying this. But every time they show him walking after, he's walking down the street. It's a road. I'm not making this up. There's a road, and he's on it. I mean, I see a tree, but that's not the wood. The woods are over there. You're in the street, son. He comes to a house, and the way they set that shot up is like, oh, he just walked from his house. And then she even points out later that they're neighbors. So it's like, oh, he just walked down his driveway, and he was sweating like a thief holding the thievery. And she's like, oh, you need some water. And she gives him like a shot of, it's not even a shot. It was like, what's that in Willow when Val Kilmer like drops the cup with the water and he's like licking the water off it? She gave him that much water in a cup. Thanks, but no thanks. Why don't you go hang out with your stupid kids? So I get that it's necessary to put sound effects sometimes in your movie. You know, you want to add that emphasis. I put a cup on the table and it just, in real life, it just sits there and you want to go clunk. That was actually a fork hitting a plate. So that's very similar. That was good. That would have worked. You could put that in there. But I'm pretty sure in 2012, 2013, when this movie was made, that TVs that they were watching weren't cathode ray tube TVs. Because he turns on the TV and he goes, pew! What is this? Is this the Jetsons? No. Just have it turn off. Just maybe make the light subtly just boop on his face. Now, oh, TV must have gone off. You know, power down the TV. The mouse, you hear the hamster die that was running in the back. That's Flintstones, not Jetsons. Whatever. My blood is just curdling right now. This movie was fantastic. I'm pretty sure also, going off the sound, at one point, the cat made a noise, and they dubbed in something that was absolutely a dog whimper. Cats don't whimper. I mean, they meow, but they don't. They do it differently. It's like they whine, but this was clearly a puppy whimper. There's a cat eating his food. See, sound effects. Don't need it. Cat just yum 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 yum. Oh, and I kid you not. Okay, so script writing. Script writing. Unless you're going for irony and you want it to sound stupid, don't actually have your script be stupid. This dude answers the phone in a phone scene, and he, quote, word for word, okay, so, Mr. Financial Advisor. And it wasn't sarcastic. He wasn't like Josh and his pal from his frat at UNC or whatever. No, he totally, okay, so, Mr. Financial Advisor, to communicate to the audience who he's talking to. And it was his actual fight. It wasn't like his wife, okay, financial advisor. Like, he wasn't being corny. He was talking to his, if I'm, let's say I'm a meat cutter. And someone walks in the store, hello, Mr. Meat Cutter, Mr. Butcher. I'm going to take my meat off the counter and be like, get out of my store. You are not getting my services, sir. Who does that? And then she's like, okay, so, Mr. Financial Advisor, a toy company? Great! I read that book to Chris when he was little. That was the line. A toy company? Great. I read that book to Chris when he was little. Which, it was a toy book? What? Was it one of those fake plastic books that don't have words in it and you just feel things? I'm really confused by what you're trying to communicate to me. And a movie is all about communicating to the audience, right? You have to, it's either what you put out to me, and it's what I receive from you. In all media, mostly. There's exceptions. But you can't say something like that and, yep, they'll get it. No, I won't. I didn't. And I swear, if they walk down the street in the woods one more time, like it literally keeps happening in the movie. I'm going for a walk in the woods again. And he's on a sidewalk. That is not the woods, bro. Please stop calling your sidewalk my woods. And then, the one time, they got me good, because he was like, going for a walk in the woods again. Does he go? No, it spends a full minute of a car driving scene. It's like, well, time for a walk in the woods. Cut to you, as you would expect, cut to a guy walking in the woods. Nay, there's a car moving, and they don't show who's in the car, so I'm like, maybe he just got tired. He's fat. And he's like, I'll just go for a car ride. No. When that painful scene finally ends, a minute later, she gets out of the car. The lady that he had been stalking on his walks in the woods. I guess, movie guy. What was the point of that? Cut that out. Much like I'm going to cut half of this, you cut half of your movie, and we'll call it square. But like I said, this is a movie. This film was made to show all of us humans how dumb we are, and we're so inconsiderate about other people that we can't actually deal with our problems. So we need a cat. We all need cats, and it's just a cat in the background, and he's just slowly controlling us with his one conversation per person. But just so that means, just next time you screw something up, you can rest easy because it wasn't your fault. This cat just got it wrong, so relax. Oh my God, the kid. They're scanning barcodes for some website or something, I don't know. And I kid you not, the kid is scanning the barcodes with a book light. How much more Star Trek can you get? There wasn't even a question. Dude, that is a book. Unless I'm not up on my 2013's technology, that is a book light, sir. And it is doing nothing but putting light onto the object to which you are pointing it. Whatever. Okay, so Duffy gets hit by a car. Spoiler alert. And Duffy's the cat. I don't think I mentioned that. And everybody pretends to panic, and they go over to the house to the chick with the kids, and the chick tells them that Duffy was hit. And that a vet made him comfortable. But there's not much they can do. They made it sound very great. The vet made him comfortable. There's really not much they can do. He's in the other room. And the guy's like, do you mind if we go? Yeah, sure. And you cut to a shot of this cat basically like a cat that just had a glass of milk. He's laying on the bed, just so comfy, and he's got this bandage not even wrapped around his head. I don't know what the ramifications from PETA would have been here, but it's basically just like a bandage laying on his face. That's the best you could do. If you think that's comfortable, vet, we should take away your little, I don't know what you get as a vet, an apron. I don't know what vets wear. A lab coat for whatever reason to keep the urine off their shirt and the horse dookies. I don't know what vets. You should be disbarred for that treatment of that cat. I would rather have seen his face just wrapped up and violate some animal endangerment laws than to see that disgrace to filmmaking. No, we did the best we could, and he's just like with a bandage laying on his head. It looked like he just got home. That cat was so comfortable. He looked like he just got home from the groomer, and they had tied one of those little bandanas on him, and he was just like, yeah, cat. So they find this magical collar that was never spoken. The kid said it was spoken of by the cat earlier. I don't believe him. I watched the movie. Maybe it was there. I'm not going back. I can't do that to myself. They find this magic collar. They put it on the cat, and he's magically brought back to life. And the mom, after the cat comes back to life, she says, "What happened?" And then Lead Belly over there is like, "We did something." And that is your entire plot, explained through dialogue, ladies and gentlemen. It's worth it to stick it out through the credits and look at all their dumb faces one last time. Also, in the plot wrap up at the end, the boy and the girl that were studying, they're swimming in the water. Finally, he got over this fear. Long story short, he got over his fear of swimming, and they're swimming in the pool. And she's standing in the water, and she bounces on her toes, and she goes, "Cannonballs!" No, no. Do you know nothing about the mechanics of a cannonball? That is not a cannonball. It's also just a single cannonball, weirdo. But at least she's giving me a new catchphrase, so I can't. Anytime you do something exciting, or maybe if you're dumbfounded, cannonballs? So stealing in cannonballs. Last note of point. Harry Manfredini, I don't know how to say his name, but let's go with that. A talking cat. This guy did the music for this movie. And that name may sound very familiar. I know it looked familiar to me in the opening credits. I was like, I know I've heard that name before. And lo and behold, after the movie's over, I Googled this fellow. This is the guy that gave us yes, Friday the 13th. This fellow. I have never seen such a perfectly classified fall from grace. Friday the 13th, atmospheric, terrifying, a talking cat. You have no idea. Please watch this movie. You will not regret it. Also noted that he didn't only do the movie for a talking cat, but a talking pony? Oh, it's coming. I will find that movie. And with that, I leave you. Please leave some comments. If you've seen this movie, I hope you got everything out of it that I did. Let me know what you think of the movie in the comments below. Please like the video. I don't know if you know how much that helps me, and I'm trying to get back in this game. I don't think any of my subscribers from 7-10 years ago actually watch my page now, so I need new ones. Subscribe to my video. I'm trying to get this train rolling. I'll be doing movie reviews at least once a week, work permitting. So like, subscribe, watch the video again, tell your friends, share it on Facebook, do what you do. I love you all. Brockalock.
Wet Dog Productions.